Hey, hi, how are you? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever and wherever it is that you decided to watch this video. And for today, we are going to be talking about the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta. I've played a few matches of the game over the weekend on my Xbox Series X, played it through a Game Pass Ultimate subscription so that I could play it early. So what do I ultimately think about the beta so far? It's pretty good. There's not much else for me to say. It's a pretty good. I had a pretty good time. I had a fun time with it, because it's a Black Ops game. It's a Black Ops game. And the fundamental things to get right in a Black Ops game, so far Black Ops 6 is doing pretty well. And to get a bit into it, just not leave it as that, let's talk a bit about the game. So regarding the gameplay, the control, the feel, it's good, it's fast, it's fluid. The characters feel right to play as. Jumping feels good, diving feels good, sliding feels good, clambering feels good, the guns feel good. Everything that to get right in this controller, using the controller to play this game, it feels good to play with. The guns, at least the guns that I played with, felt good and balanced. Although I've been hearing whispers about a certain SMG in the game that is a bit too OP, and I've personally seen it. I'm looking forward to whenever Treyarch nerfs that SMG in particular, but overall, everything else about this game feels good in the hands to play with. But one of the biggest addition to this game's gameplay is the introduction of what Treyarch calls omnidirectional movement. And what this means is that you now have the ability to sprint, dive, dolphin dive, slide in any direction you want. And on a personal level, I don't have that strong of an opinion to it, because I think this is something that I need to play more of the game to get a feel for. But whenever I played Black Ops 6, the beta, the omnidirectional movement, it didn't register in my head that it is something that I can do, because it's, granted, it is a really new thing that the game is doing, but overall I really don't have any strong opinion on Omni movement so far. We'll see once the full game launches if my opinion evolves from this stage in any direction. But so far, again, no strong opinion towards it. But I've seen clips. I've seen clips of pro players using omnidirectional movement to its fullest potential, and yikes, I'm a bit scared about it. I'm not the type of player that takes advantage of any of the advanced movements and tricks, so it's gonna be interesting when the full game comes out how people fare against people who use the full potential of omnidirectional movement. Obviously one of the biggest core features of Call of Duty multiplayer is your create a loadout. You're creating your own loadout, and of course that is back. But interestingly enough, I don't know if this was the case in Cold War. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but the wildcard system is back, and that's fun to see. I didn't take full advantage of it because I didn't really tweak any of the loadouts that on the game so far. But that's a cool thing to see, and overall, Gun customization is, in comparison to Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, it is far more simpler. You know, the attachment unlocks is simpler. Everything is just simpler. It really does remind me more of Modern Warfare 2019's creative loadout, so that's good. And you know, that's, again, it's good to see, because Modern Warfare 2's creative loadout was unneedlessly convoluted and complicated, so it's great that they simplified it compared to that. In terms of maps, at the very least, in this beta that I played from this weekend, there were 3 maps that I got to play on. I think there are supposed to be like 2 other maps, because there were supposed to be like 5 in total in this beta, like 5 or 6, so there's like 2 or 3 more maps to come, maybe in the second weekend. And those 3 maps are Scud, which reminds me a lot of a Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 map. There's Skyline, which reminds me of a Black Ops 2 map, the one in the yacht. And finally, there is Derelict. And to go a bit more in depth with these maps, Scud is cool. Scud is fine. Enough open spaces for sniper users, and you know, a lot of freedom to move. It's a fine map. Skyline, out of the 3, probably my favorite. Aesthetically, I really like it. There's enough flanks. It just feels right to play through. It flows very well. But what doesn't flow very well in comparison to those 2 maps is Derelict. I did not like this map. It is too visually cluttering. There's too much going on visually, and it's in this map specifically that it is very, very hard to see players, because it is a lot of green and a lot of brown, and with a game with realistic graphics like Black Ops 6, players tend to blend in a lot in this map, and it's not fun. And there's also too many flanking areas. It did not flow well. We'll see what the other 2 or 3 maps, if there are any, feel like. But so far, those are the maps that I got to play on, and we'll see when the full game launches how I feel about the rest of the maps. And you know, in terms of presentations, the graphics, the visuals, the audio design, it's good. It's very good. Graphically speaking, this game looks great. Not as good as Modern Warfare 2019. I still think that's the best looking Call of Duty game to date. With the right amount of color palettes, the right amount of graphical fidelity and realism, that game just looks amazing to me. But this game does look great, especially when you compare it to something like Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3. I think the game looks great. What isn't so great though is the audio. Not guns per se. I'm not that much of a gun expert to tell if this gun sounds real or this gun sounds fake. Not really that. Biggest problem though is, once again in the Call of Duty game, footstep audio. I've been playing with these headphones on during the beta, and a lot of the times I did not hear enemy footsteps. I don't know why this is such a big problem that Call of Duty continues to have. There's a guy next to me in the back left of me, and there are times where I did not hear him coming, and I really hope that once the full game releases, footstep audio is not that big of an issue. But even then, there are other times where I've seen it happen. Certain explosion audio just doesn't happen. I can see an explosion like right in front of me. I can see the boom, I can see the bang, but there's no bang. There's no sound coming, and it's really weird, and it's really immersion breaking. And I hope once the full game releases that this isn't a problem. So yeah, that's basically it for the presentation. So again, overall, I thought the beta was good, I thought the beta was fun, and this is definitely a Call of Duty game that I am going to be playing once I get him, probably not at launch, maybe around the holiday, but in comparison to Modern Warfare 3, which I barely played at all, not even the campaign, I do see myself playing this game because I am really looking forward to the campaign. I'm looking forward to zombies. I'm looking forward to the full multiplayer release. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my thoughts on the Call of Duty beta. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you play the beta? Did you enjoy it? If you did, if you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and hit that bell icon so you can stay notified. This has been me. Bye. The video's over.